Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to do a different type of reading. I wanted to, through spirits pushing, focus on the children that are being affected in this dynamic. And they really want to focus on the children that can really understand what's going on a little more than the youngsters, okay? Because those are the ones that start to date and deal with the opposite sex at about 15, 16, depending on, what the rules are of that family, okay? I really feel like the children are being affected in such a way where they're watching this dynamic between the masculine and the karmic. And while they may question it mentally, they are witnessing mommy, the karmic, okay, manipulating daddy, talking bad about daddy, emasculating daddy. They're witnessing all of this. I feel like some karmics have not exercised any decorum or class and have done it in front of mutual friends and family. Okay? I have seen some of those things in action and it's really disgusting. Okay? People are videotaping, certain events, and you see this karmic person just berating the masculine. And it's there on tape for everybody to see. Some karmics just don't care. Just don't care about exercising at least a little iota of class and decorum. So let's get into the card, shall we? Okay. How are the children being affected? Witnessing everything that's going on between the karmic and the divine masculine. Now, I did get an interruption before, so I'm hoping that this video goes through without a hitch, without another interruption. Wit. This is all about the karmic using her tools of manipulation, and quite honestly, the children seeing this in action. And while they may question certain aspects, they don't question mommy too much. Okay? This can have a real negative effect on the children, especially when they start pursuing meaningful relationships. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and on in their dating life. This is not good, okay? Being that this wit card is the first one that came out, they're teaching their children that it's okay to manipulate and try to use mental gymnastics when they are having a tiff with the DM. Instead of being straightforward and honest, which is not something that karmics are about, they use, as I said, mental gymnastics. So the children are seeing this. Not a lot has been said on the kids. we tend to focus a lot on the adults in this connection, but nobody really has spoken up as a voice for those kids. Okay? Oy, this gets deep, guys. How are the children being affected by what they are witnessing from their karmic mother? For those in multiple child homes where there are siblings, I feel that these children are feeling isolated, okay? Because they may have to do things for themselves. They're witnessing their karmic mother becoming increasingly erratic, increasingly obsessed. And this, while it's not exactly a bad thing to bond with your sibling, I mean, obviously, okay, the bond is a trauma bond. And this is something that is, whether they're aware of it or not, psychologically affecting them. It's sort of in a way that these children have to parent themselves. Okay? Really, really sad. Okay. How are the children being affected by the karmics' antics? How are the karmics being affected by the karmics' antics? This one really wants to come out, so we're going to, oh boy. Never ever any good, never any good cards come out for these karmics, do they? Rumpelstiltskin, we all know what Rumpelstiltskin is about, right? He's a trickster, okay? Secrets. A lot of these children may have been affected by something that they have discovered in the arguments between the DM and the karmic, which, as I said before, has caused these children to kind of self-parent or parent each other because of some secret that was let out during the argument. Okay? I'm telling you, my readings go deep, y'all. Okay? How are the children being affected by the karmic's antics? Whether seen or unseen, whether noticed or unnoticed. Expectations, you see? Their expectations are being formed. For female children, it's forming how they expect certain things from the men that they date going into the future. They're seeing mommy manipulating daddy, mommy doing all of these things. So they're noticing that mommy may have been always like this, but she didn't start really revealing this side of her until the DF came into the picture. Because by our very existence, we're supposed to show contrast. So this person has always been this way. They just needed us to bring it out so that the DM can see this is not healthy. Okay? And the same goes for the male children and their relationships with women. Okay? Teaching the men that they should be just complacent and not question anything and not stand up for themselves. Really placing that Jezebelian and Ahabian energy, okay, which is a very poisonous environment to be in. quite honestly. Last card of this deck, because I'm feeling a little drained from pulling these cards because it's such an energy. But we gotta say the truth, right? So, for the last card as to what the children are going through, how they're being affected. No, I'm not taking all those. Too many. Okay, you gotta pick one, guys. How are the children being affected by the karmics' crazy behavior? Promises. Their little worlds are being shattered right now. Okay? They are witnessing something that they never thought that they would witness. They never thought that they would see their mother go to those lengths, and to see her berating and emasculating someone that they know as daddy. You see, it's said that a male child is very close to his mother and a female child is very close to her father. And it's kind of like that by design. I mean, it could be different in every family dynamic, but as a general rule, the daughters tend to be closer to their fathers because that's the first relationship they'll have with a man. And the fact that sons are very close to their mothers is the first relationship they'll have with a woman. So it's kind of, if it's healthy, it sets the tone for the rest of their life. And with this promises card, they're seeing that their mother is not keeping her promises. There's some neglect there. I do pick up on some neglect. And that also is reflected in the self-parenting that I indicated in the previous card. So we're going to pull a few cards with the Psychic Tarot as sort of a confirmation and extra information. And then we're going to end this reading because I am a little drained with this reading, guys, to be quite honest. I just want the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, as they say in the courts, right? Please give us more information on the cards that we pulled here. How are the children being affected by the karmics' antics? How are the karmics affecting the children? Come on. Oh, they don't want me to pull this one. I'm getting a lot of interference on how smooth these cards are. Ugh. God, good Lord. Mental conflict. Karmics, if you're watching this, you're fucking up your kids. You're fucking them up. How are the children being affected by the karmics' antics? Trapped in fear. We really have to address this, guys. You know, these kids are innocent. I'm getting isolate. Some kids are isolating. One final card, because I don't know if I can go on with this reading. It's just way, way, way deep and way, way, way draining. So I think this will be the last card, guys. I do apologize. All right. We do have Destiny here, so we're going to pull another card to clarify what that Destiny means in relation to all of these other cards here. Okay. They are going to be okay. I know it doesn't sound like that with everything that I've just read, But masculine really is essential in the movement here. And he has to get them in a stable environment. He has to get them in a healthy environment. And once DM actually does what he needs to do, he'll be sealing his destiny, which was supposed to happen anyway, and he'll have a solid foundation and all of the blessings that come after it. Okay? So that has been your reading, guys. I hope this was helpful to anybody that needed to see this. Please like, share, and subscribe. Share with anybody that needs to see this. I'm sorry for such a deep, like dragged down reading, but I pick up on all types of energies, and this is what wanted to come through. So, yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. So if there's any suggestions you have on anything you want me to cover, please let me know in the comments, and I will get on that right away. All right, guys, until next time, take care of yourselves. Love you all.